Good morning and welcome to Trent Hills Today. My name is Susan and I'm your host. Well, here it is, Friday, March the 2nd, and have you looked out the window? What happened to that sunshine we had on Wednesday? I mean, I'm sitting out on the porch catching a few rays, and now I'm thinking winter coats, mittens, but you know what? It could have been worse. The weather forecasters were calling for severe storm. Maybe Toronto got it. I haven't seen the morning news. Maybe they didn't. With all the technology that the weather forecasters have, I find it amazing that they can't accurately predict what the weather is. I checked the Weather Network before I started this show and it says it's snowing in Campbellford. Okay, maybe it is, but I doubt it very much. So we've got lots on our plate. There's lots going on in our community. The focus today is really about the upcoming week, what's happening, what's going on. And of course, we're moving into March break, which starts a week from today. So if you're a parent, a grandparent, and you've got children to look after, you're going to want to stay tuned because there's something going on in all three communities. But before I go forward, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much to all of you who have reached out to me and said that this is what you want to see, that you think it's a great idea. Not that I'm so amazing, which I'm waiting for some of you to say, but you know what? Thank you. It's difficult to undertake new things, but when you have people in the community who say, you know what, this is what we want, this is what we're waiting for, we thought maybe we should do it, we weren't sure how it should unfold, so we're there to help you out. And it doesn't matter whether you're talking about what color of clothes I should wear, after all, we're women, we always talk about clothes, or ideas that you have. Initially, because this is a very short segment, the focus is and will be on what's happening in the community in terms of events. But as we move forward, I'd like this to be more than that. I would like it to be a news item feature type episode. I'd like to hear from people in the community. What are the things that you're talking about? What are the things that bother you? We've got a provincial election coming up. I don't think we need to get into that, but we have a municipal election, and I'm really hoping that some of you are going to come on and be willing to talk about things. I'm not looking to bash people, that's not the point, but the idea is that we're going to talk about the things that we'd like to see going forward. And you know what, you people who have stood up and spoken to me and said, yes, this is good, this is positive, we need to keep this momentum going. I think we've got great people in this community. We're so supportive of each other. I mean, I've gotten this far, and as I said to you, Andrea at Benjamin Moore, Adrian, whatever. I did it again, right? I don't know. I have a problem with that. I'm going to have to get that corrected. I think I'll have her name put out in front of me. Is supportive with a studio. I reached out to someone who thinks they know a camera person. So you know what? This is what community is about. And I think that is what our community wants our community to be about. Helping each other out, moving things forward, maybe just clearing roadblocks. Great leaders clear roadblocks and enable their staff to reach great heights. So there you go. That's my little pep talk, and thank you for all of you who have been watching and who have been sharing this episode, these little TV clips, with your friends and family. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. So now on to another form of media. The library will be hosting a writers group on March 13th at from 7 to 9. I think it's an amazing opportunity to learn. Now, here's my ask. If there's anybody out there that knows about this writing group, what you're going to be talking about, all it said on the website was a writers group. So if you are one of the organizers of this, or if you're a member of the group, why not reach out to me and come on and talk to me and tell me what you're going to be writing about. There's different types of writings, novels, editorials, there's poetry, short stories, so there's lots and lots of things that people are interested in and interested in writing about. So that's happening again on March 13th from 7 to 9. On the 16th, we have another event going on at the library called Wee Critters, or Small Critters, and that's from 10:30 to 12. Now that would be something worth taking the grandchildren to. I think children are easily and early inspired when they see things like little creatures, picking up we often see children picking up little ducks and little birds and stuff. So if you have grandchildren or if you have children, why not take them to the library and show them what's going on? The Hastings Library has a number of events going on. Blades of Glory. Ooh-ha. Those of you who know Monty know that she's involved with that, and she was just down at the Yorkville ice competition because that, I believe, was the theme for the ice competition this year. That'll be on March 12th at noon. Go and check it out. I mean, the roads are dry, in spite of what the weather says. I'm sure by then the roads are going to be nice and dry. The days are longer. We'll have sprung ahead this coming next weekend, not this weekend. And they also have some technology workshops, which I think I should probably go and check out. They're going to have one on safeguarding your IT or your computer. I think that's important. There's all kinds of scams going on. We've all heard about them. And then there's another one which is going to teach you how to use tablets and smartphones and stuff. I should probably definitely go to that one. Warkworth has all kinds of things going on at their library. They have storytelling on March the 15th at 10:30. Storytelling is, we say that about little children, we tell stories to little children, but psychologists are finding that those of us who can tell a good story are often the people that people listen to the most, because if you want people to like your idea or support your idea or be engaged, you have to give them a story. Storytelling has been part of history for years and years and years. The elders were always charged with keeping the history, and in the old days it was an oral history. It was, folklore and storytelling and giving depth to things that happen in our lives is so important. And then on the 16th in Warkworth they have coloring at 2 o'clock. Now I don't know about you, but here's something. I used to love to color, and I love the teal blue, and I don't know how many of you adults have gone out and bought adult coloring books. I did, and I bought a beautiful assortment of colored pencils, and they're all still where they are in whatever bag I bought them in. I thought it would be a great way to expand my creative energies or just to calm down or whatever, but I've never taken that book out or those pencils out. So maybe they should have an adult coloring class, because you know what, I bet there's lots of you out there who have coloring books and pencils but you haven't committed to it yet. And you know what, it was a rage or a fad as a way to unwind, to get your creative juices flowing. So give it a thought. If somebody's got an in with the library, maybe we should do an adult coloring book session. I'm all for it. Sign me up. The Chamber of Commerce is having their AGM. The Chamber of Commerce is located on the canal, in case you don't know where that is. It'll be March 8th at 6 p.m. Everybody is welcome. Come and hear what's going to be going on in the future. Come and meet some of our local businesses. It's a good opportunity to network, and we have a lot of members in the Chamber of Commerce. Nancy and her team are really very active in the community, and we want to thank them for all of that they do. And then of course there's the Aaron Theatre, and what's playing this week? 3 billboards. Now the previews looked a little bit violent. I'm not somebody who really wants to see violence. I'm not going to go and watch all of the Marvel comic stuff. I know a lot of it's not real, but it's the mental input that I find very disturbing, that people are solving their problems by, fighting and gangsters and all that kind of stuff. And you know what, I'm not here to preach to you. If you love the action, some people like the movies for the for the technical skills that are there, and for the costumes and all of that. So I did see the previews for three billboards. It looks like it'll be a little bit violent, but I'm curious enough to go and see it. The little clip and the main lead, the mother, certainly whetted my appetite, so I'm going to commit to that. I don't think I'll do it on a Sunday afternoon unless it's raining, but then again, should I really trust the weather forecasters? Do you think there's a theme running through this episode today? Something about weather? But what I am also going to go to, and I'm really looking forward to, is the Peter Rabbit movie. Yeah, I know, I'm not a kid, but you know what? When did we stop enjoying a good laugh or being silly? We enjoy our children and our grandchildren because we marvel at their ability to enjoy life and to laugh and giggle. When you go to bed tonight, ask yourself this. Did you really laugh hard today? Did you have a good chuckle? Or did you giggle? Or did you even smile at something that was interesting? Think about it, because you know what? I'm sure that if we reflect at the end of each day how many times we had a good laugh or a good chuckle, or we'd be probably disappointed to know that it doesn't happen as often as we believe it might. So check out Peter Rabbit. You know what? If you need a companion, I plan on going. I'll take you as my guest if you want, and we can go and have a laugh. I think laughing is always good for the soul. Then there are a few last minute things that are going on. Last night I was at the Hastings stewardship, say that fast. They had an event on solar panels. It's amazing what you don't know, even though we see solar panels throughout our community. The way the solar is absorbed and how it's fed back into hydro and stuff was really, really good. If you ever hear that they're doing another one, you might want to check it out. There's having Tykes wrap-up in Warkworth, which is a hockey competition. There's going to be a breakfast beforehand and there's a lunch. I thought Tykes, it caught my eye because I thought of Tykes as being like 3 and 4. You know, the little kids who get out there and they hit the puck and they and the stick and all the equipment goes all the way down the ice. Fortunately, they're usually playing side to side, not lengthwise. But anyways, they're having a Tykes wrap-up on March the 3rd. They have a website information, so go out and check that. And on March 7th from 1 to 3, I've mentioned this previously, but I really think it's an important thing for those of us, whether we do have someone who is suffering from Alzheimer's, or just to make ourselves aware. Maybe we have friends or family members who are taking care of somebody who has Alzheimer's. It's going to be held at the, I forgot the name of the hall. Anyways, it's going to be on March 7th from 1 to 3, and you can call in and reserve at 705-924-9222, and it's at the Masonic Hall in Warkworth. So I'm sorry about that. I can't read my own writing, or maybe I can't see it in the bright lights of Broadway. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you found something that I said today interesting, and that you're going to participate in one of the fabulous events that go on in our community. And until next time, have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon.